Hello, everyone. My name is Brenton Robertson. I'm a film producer based in Los Angeles, currently in Chicago. If you didn't notice, just back in town for summer. I kind of bounce back and forth as time permits. But just here to share a quick story time on how COVID absolutely changed my life. I believe it was 2020, 2021, when kind of the decisions around remote work were introduced. I was a producer at Wieden County at the time, working on a lot of Bud Light, McDonald's work. And I was making maybe 60 to 70,000 a year. There were a few pay increases, but I was in that window in some capacity. I was in the midst of trying to get my roommates to re-sign our lease, like a few days away. And in the midst of me trying to get them to re-sign it, my head of production at the time brought all of the producers to a bar. Going to a bar midday and advertising isn't too odd, but so I wasn't expecting much of it. But he notified us that we didn't need to be at work on Monday and that we somehow would keep our jobs and still get paid. So, I'm calculating that like, well, shit, it's time for me to leave New York, because I can finally save money and do something with the money. So I went one way, called my mom, told her about the plan, which was only my plan. It wasn't our plan, but I sold it to her that I could move in with her. I would ask that I could move in with her, not pay her any rent, and just kind of invest in myself and try and make this plan work. The plan was to buy a property in a year, and that's what happened. So I moved to Chicago, increased my savings rate tremendously. I think I was saving like 60 to 70% of my paychecks at the time, which was like insane for somebody who was barely saving 10%, and although I didn't at the time that I started searching for a property, I didn't have the money saved, but I'm a producer, so we parallel paths for a living, so I got my small real estate team together and I had them searching while I was saving the money. So by the time the money was saved, I had all of the know-how I needed to execute the deal. So a few weeks go by, we ended up finding a 2-unit with a finished basement, which to a rookie seller looks like 3 units. So in retrospect, I learned that technically I'm in a basement unit, but that's what I saw. That's what I was looking for, because coming from New York, we had way less square footage with way more people anyway. When the time came, my closing costs were just about all of the money that I had to my name at the time. I know most people probably wouldn't take the risk that I took, but I mean, hey, there is power in not having a fucking option. So I didn't have an option. I mean, I did, but in my mind, I didn't. So I put all of my money that I had in my name into the building. I closed. I moved in again with absolutely no furniture. And yeah, I was there. I reposted the property, both units, with the pictures that were advertised to me as a buyer. I got tenants immediately. My listing boomed on the rental sites, and it just kind of worked out. I resaved all of that money very quickly, and I kind of parlayed those savings into the next play. Although my basement unit is nothing more than a basement, and I could probably use some more windows and some more ventilation, but at the end of the day, all of the financial pressure that comes with having to make rent and keeping a job at all times is no longer something that I have to consider in my life, and I am forever grateful for this deal working out. So that's my story. Hope it helps in some capacity. I'm gonna start making more content now, y'all, because I do shit that I guess people care about, I think. So yeah, cool. Peace.